give us a moment and we will go ahead and get started. Wishing everybody a happy New Year's Eve. Not too sure how we're going to make our way around because this year they've closed off so much stuff. Alan, what's up? Happy New Year. Aaron, Happy New Year to you. Eyeglass Lady is here, and George. How are you, George? I see Teresa Diaz, TD, from LA. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. See Epic Grace. Now the good news is it seems as if the weather has improved. It's not as cold as it was before, everyone, so that's a plus. We'll kick things off in just a moment here. I see Annie. Keith Richards is here. Good to see you, Keith. Happy New Year. I see Mike. Greg Peters. Happy New Year. Tatted T. Aloe Willow. This is Tom. How cold is it? Well, it's about maybe 30 degrees. However, with the wind chill, it feels significantly colder. But in my view, I feel as if it's warmed up a little bit. George says, can we see Times Square? I think it's going to be a little bit tough, guys, but we'll see. We're currently standing on the corner of 57th Street and 7th Avenue. And once I make my way around this halal cart here, you can kind of see the vantage point that we're working with. Now, the cool thing is, if you see that big luminescent bright light in the distance, that's Times Square. So I'll try to zoom in for you guys just so you can see. And if I try to adjust the brightness, you could actually see the Times Square ball right here. Right, this little big glowing orb in the distance, that's it. So we could see one Times Square. Maybe this will be a good place to view it, but we will be doing a complete lap around the perimeter of Times Square. We'll be headed over to 8th Avenue tonight, and we'll be going down maybe to about 37th Street. We'll be checking out both the east and the west side of Manhattan. I see Kevin Hawthorne is here. Hey Kevin, welcome. Uh, 6652 says Happy New Year from Rez in Oklahoma. Thank you, Tom. Happy New Year to you as well. And Laced Mushroom. Check the Logic is also here. You guys are doing well. This is 57th Street, Billionaires Row. You can see 432 Park Avenue in the distance.
Hey, are there any trains for you coming up?
Oh, here they're close. I can't read that.
Let's go ahead and cross the street because I want to show you guys this big line here. Also, it looks like we have the NYPD mounted unit. You're going to see them passing by right now on the horses. Look at this. This is a cool sight to see on New Year's. Look at these guys. Wow. You know, those horses are definitely much more intimidating than your regular NYPD cruiser, I'd say. And it looks like the mounted unit's going to ride right down into Times Square. Let's see. Aaron Hickey says, excited for the new year. I am too. Oh, you could see the NYPD trying to split the crowd right now. All right, well, I want to see this. We'll get started in a minute. I want to see them part the crowd here, so to speak. Hey, Lena Sandoval, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Tofu Shoots, always a pleasure. Oh gosh, this is crazy. Hey, ZD, what's going on? We'll move from this spot in a moment, but I want to see the NYPD mounted unit kind of trotting through the streets of Times Square. All right, here they go. You know, these are really impressive creatures. I don't know if you guys could see the scale, but these are just massive horses. I mean, just take a look at like how, and I mean, this police officer is probably like maybe 5'7", and look at him in comparison to the NYPD mounted unit horses. My gosh, these things are tremendous. Hey, MBA Elias is here, wishing you a happy new year. Look at those things, guys. I see Patrick Connolly in the chat. What's going on? My dog Indy. Hey Tom, what did you have for dinner? I went to Izakaya place, which is like a Japanese restaurant. Have like yakitori. It was really, really good. It was fantastic. What about you guys? Anything? Anybody have anything interesting for the New Year's Eve celebration? So here's what we'll do first. I first want to welcome everybody in. Welcome back to Walks in Wall Street. Now we're going to be exploring the outer perimeter of Times Square. We'll be checking out the crowds here. So first, let's go ahead and head over towards 6th Avenue, because the last time I was there, it seems as if there was a line of some sorts. Lace mushrooms as I'm staying at home, drinking alone but not on the road. Well, technically you're not drinking alone because we have about, I don't know, maybe 350 people in the chat. So we're all technically having a drink together. This is 157. This is the first building ever constructed on Billionaires Row. And this entrance right here is to the Park Hyatt. I think it might be snowing, guys. Look at this. It's actually snowing on New Year's. You guys see that? If you look in the lights here, you can see a few snowflakes. Does anybody else see that? I don't know if it comes out on the camera, but we are officially having a snowfall here. Hey, Sedona is here. What's going on? Western Mass Dave is joining us. Hello, Dave. Kaka4, welcome. Yeah, this is a pretty historic New Year's Eve. Now, I know I said this earlier in the live stream this morning, but this New Year's Eve is going to be particularly special. And the reason is there's going to be 2 celebrations. Wow, it's actually coming down quite hard. I'll point the camera towards 432 Park Avenue and you can see the snowflakes coming down. You could probably even see it in the headlights of the vehicles. However, in any event, of course we're gonna have the ball drop when the clock strikes 12 at midnight. However, at 12:04 a.m., there's going to be a second celebration for the first time ever. It's never happened before. And it is for the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. They're going to be dumping over 2,000 pounds of confetti. The confetti is going to be red, white, and blue. And then they're going to light up the Times Square ball in the colors of the American flag. So this is going to be a pretty interesting night, and I'm really excited that I'm able to share this with all of you guys. So I want to wish you all a very happy new year, and let's have a safe and fun night. Hey Steph UF, what's going on? Hope you're doing well in Florida. Elias is here. Thanks for joining us. So this is what I was talking about. You guys see this line across the street? So this line will start right outside of the Directors Guild of America, right here. And it goes all the way down to 6th Avenue and loops around the block. I think the NYPD is going to let these people into Times Square to watch the ball drop, but I'm not too sure. So let's go investigate that. Tofu Shoots is here. Says Happy New Year, everybody. Be safe. Thank you very much for your generous $5 donation. I appreciate it. And thank you for the support. Natalie Yu, what's going on? ASD says, any threats to NYC tonight? There's only one big threat, and that's the threat that I've made to all of you. I'm threatening all of you with a great live stream tonight and lots of good vibes. And yeah, that's the major threat on my radar. So we'll wait for this light and then we'll go ahead and cross. I see Professor Dario from Argentina. What's going on? I'm wishing you and your family a happy new year and a safe travels to New York City. This is one of those new EV NYPD traffic vehicles. Yeah, so look at this. You can see this line.
This way.
Seems like there's many people in the bike lane. I think this is a first. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is 6th Avenue right now. And guys, we're pretty far uptown. This is 57th Street. And it looks like there's absolutely no through traffic. The NYPD has closed this section off. You have an NYPD cruiser here. And so that line that we were looking at across the street wraps all the way here, past the subway, and it continues to go all the way down. So maybe the NYPD are sending all these folks up here to get in line, who knows? Hey, Jay Joker's here. Solo 401. Happy New Year. And looks like we also got some snow here tonight. Low flow. Hey Tom, is it windy tonight? I mean, it was really windy earlier, I'd say, but to be honest, it's kind of died down a little bit. You guys, look at all these people. I don't know if I'd ever wait on this line though. Oh yeah. Hey, Patrick Murphy says Happy New Year from Melbourne, Australia. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate it. Wishing you a very happy new year as well. And the snow is actually starting to come down quite a lot. This is a cool view because up there you can see 53 West 53rd Street. $2.93. Thank you so much for your generous $2 donation. Because you're my favorite channel. Appreciate that. All right, guys, let's head towards 8th Avenue. 8th Avenue is going to be a little bit better for us here. Paul Warner says Happy New Year from New Zealand. Thank you, Paul. All right, off to 8th Avenue we go. And then we'll go down to the 40s and maybe even loop around by Macy's, because I want to show you guys the spire of the Empire State Building tonight. December 31st, which is New Year's Eve. It's always my favorite day to take a look at the spire of the Empire because they have it lit up in tricolors for New Year's Eve. Last time it snowed on New Year's Eve was. Wow, I don't ever remember it being this packed on 57th Street. Keep in mind the ball's dropping on 42nd, and we're all the way up to 57th. And the line just keeps going, guys. Solo 401 says the last time it snowed on New Year's Eve was in 2009. Wow. And the line just keeps going. And this is when it ends. So it ends, this is the end of the line, right at the Directors Guild of America. Oh my gosh, that is wild. So since we're here, check this out. This is Steinway Tower right here. This is 111 West 57th Street. This building that you're looking at right now is the original Steinway & Sons piano headquarters. This is a landmark building in New York City. However, when I point the camera even further up, this is the skinniest residential apartment building in the world, Steinway Tower. And the quadplex is on the market right now for $100 million. This is New York City's Billionaires Row. And there's only 60 units in the entire complex. Those are those pencil-thin towers. And as we walk westbound on 57th Street, you're going to see the first building ever constructed on New York City's Billionaires Row, which is 157. I think they did a really good job with the interior and exterior here. It's really pretty. And it looks like there's a lot of people celebrating New Year's in there. It's like a little cocktail bar. Hey, Cosmo Scary, good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Now, I'll quickly show you this, but the developer who's responsible for Billionaires Row is Extel. The CEO of that company is Gary Barnett. And the building just off to the right that we just passed before, with the Park Hyatt New York in there, that's 157 West 57th Street, and it sits just over 1,000 feet tall. Well, if you guys look right in the headlights of these vehicles, you can see the snow coming down pretty hard. If anyone in the audience wants to come and visit New York City during the summer specifically, make sure you stand right where I'm standing, right outside of the Russian tea room, because if you look directly across the street, again, this is the Park Hyatt, New York. That's 157, and when you look up, you'll be able to see the facade of 157. Now, the architect who designed this building is Christian de Park, and he designed it in a very specific way to resemble a waterfall. So there's 3 different panes of glass that make up the facade of the building, and as the light hits it, as the sun reflects it, it gives that effect of water coming down the side of the building. And then, of course, this building, this is Central Park Tower. Now, I filmed a tour of the duplex up at Central Park Tower that's on the market for about $150 million. If you guys want to see that tour, go ahead and check it out on our YouTube channel. But the coolest thing about that property is that you could see the ball dropping in Times Square from your kitchen. So if you are interested in what that view would look like, you can go ahead and check out the Central Park Tower duplex property tour on our channel. And for some comparison from what you'll see tonight, if you fast forward to the part of the video where I tour the kitchen, I zoom right in on 1 Times Square. It's the most unbelievable view. So who knows, maybe if you have 150 million bucks, next year you'll be watching the ball drop from your kitchen at Central Park Tower. This is one of the most iconic buildings in New York City, full stop. It sits on the corner of 7th Avenue and 57th Street. Wow. Look at the crowds here. There are lots of people on this intersection because you could actually see the ball. But it looks like the NYPD has pretty much cleared the streets. This is unique, guys. Like, it's snowing pretty hard. I'll put the camera on the NYPD cruiser here, because if you look in the headlights, you'll see the snow. Hey, Reggie4462, what's going on? Thanks for joining us on a very snowy New Year's Eve. And we're looking at the Osborne here. I'll try to maneuver our way through the crowd for you guys. Go up and around. This bar here on the corner, PJ Carney's, is actually really good. Would highly recommend it. Now, as we're waiting for the light, I'll zoom in on the ball for you guys. So if you see that big glowing blue orb in the distance, that is the top of 1 Times Square. Cosmo, would you ever think that we'd have snow on New Year's Eve? Who would have thought, right? All right, I'll zoom in one more time for you all. probably a very good place to view the ball. Let's cross and make a right, and we'll go all the way down to Broadway, and then we'll cross Broadway and we'll make our way to 8th Avenue because we'll be able to see some really cool stuff over there. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that after the ball drops and after all the confetti drops, you have the New York City sanitation workers, which are these guys right here, sitting and waiting to clean up all of the mess. And by morning, by sunrise, it really looks unrecognizable. They do a really good job with cleaning up everything as fast as possible. Tofu shoots, so much cleaning to do afterwards. They definitely have their jobs cut out for them. So this is Central Park Tower, and that's a really nice looking Cybertruck right there. And the main anchor tenant for Central Park Tower in terms of its retail is Nordstrom. But look at how unique that building looks. Again, this is Central Park Tower, and that is 157. Hey, John Sunderland, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Melissa 2087 is here, says Happy New Year. Wow, the front entrance of Nordstrom looks pretty cool here. Now for next year, we have a lot of amazing content coming up on the channel. So this year, 2025, I was able to take you guys into some of the most exclusive properties in the world. From Beekman Place to Sutton Place to Central Park Tower to 157. Next year, I think we're going to outdo ourselves. I think we're going to overdo it. You guys are going to be able to see some of the most exclusive units at 15 Central Park West, 220 Central Park South, and even 520 Park Avenue. All right, so guys, we are now standing on the corner of Broadway. This is looking northbound into Columbus Circle. Now, this huge, tall, black building you see right dead centered in the screen is 1 Central Park West. This is the Trump International Hotel and Tower, and the building just to the north of that is 15 Central Park West. That's one of the most sought-after buildings, not only in the city, but anywhere in the world. It was developed by the Zeckendorf developers, and the architect on that deal was Robert A.M. Stern. Now, between a lot of these Billionaire Row buildings in New York City, there's really a big debate. Are the limestone-esque buildings better? Do they look better? Or do the super tall glass buildings look better? I mean, you could definitely build them much taller by building glass. I mean, Central Park Tower stands 1,550 feet tall. The thing is a monster. But 220 Central Park South, the building, the tallest of the two buildings that make up that development, is 950 feet tall. So still really tremendous heights. Gary Carpenter, Happy New Year. Darcy says Happy New Year from Minnesota. Thanks so much for joining us. Mozart Muse is hopefully you can get us into an Upper West Side townhouse. Yeah, I mean, I was able to get you guys into the Beekman Place townhome, which is owned by the royal family. Well, one of the royal families in Saudi. Well, the family office really controls it. The family office is Dalman. But there's a lot of history in Beekman Place. Lots and lots of history in Beekman Place. We've done many walking tours of that neighborhood, telling all about the history, and it played a critical role during the Revolutionary War. Not a lot of people know that, but it's true. If you do some research into the Beekman Place neighborhood in New York City, the Mount Pleasant Beekman Place played a very, very critical role in the Revolutionary War. George Washington would frequent Beekman Place a lot. Ooh, this wind is going to be brutal. Oof. Let me try to get on the other side of the street so I can get you guys out of the wind. Again, we are running without the microphone, which I apologize for, but Abdullah, how are you? Once we get further away from Columbus Circle, the wind is going to improve. Good evening, New York. Only 2 hours until New Year's. Pretty excited about it. Western Mass Dave's is the year of relentless wind. It has been windy. It has been windy. I don't know what's going on with the weather, because it usually doesn't snow this early in the year in New York. I mean, we've already had two kind of snowstorms with accumulation on the ground. Anyway, so this is new, everyone. This is 56th Street and 8th Avenue.
Shirley?
And there's no vehicle traffic. Usually, I mean, last year, from what I remember, there were tons of cars all jam-packed up and down 8th Avenue. And this year, there's none. Perhaps it's the extra added security precautions, who knows? Yeah, NBA Elias is Tom. I can't wait to see the condos in the Flatiron building. So I got some good news about that. In the new year, well, before the new year, our team was scheduled to tour, or preview, it's called, preview those units at the Flatiron. But this year was pretty hectic, so in about 2 weeks, we will be previewing the units at the Flatiron. I've took some footage of a few units there, but didn't do as good of a job as I wanted to. But let's just say, yes, you will be able to, I'm gonna take you guys inside. That's the short answer. And I believe they did an okay job with the floor plans. Because you gotta understand, a building like the Flatiron building, the floor plates are very narrow, so it's difficult for residential living. It's not, buildings like that aren't designed for people to live in them. So the architects did as good of a job as they could do by making the apartments flow quite nicely. But I think you guys will need to be the judge. All right, this is now 54th Street and 8th Avenue.
Okay, open bar. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Again, you can see pretty much everything is closed down. The only way you'll possibly get crosstown is if you walk all the way up to 57th Street or you go down to 37th Street. That's the only way you're going to be able to get crosstown tonight. Yeah, Lava Cuse is the Flatiron building was designed to be an office building. It was. Many of the buildings, specifically speaking in Lower Manhattan, were designed to be commercial office buildings. But what's been happening now with different changes in zoning and changes in regulations is that developers are actually going down to Lower Manhattan, particularly Water Street, Wall Street, Hanover Square, and they're able to convert these offices into residential living. However, it really depends on the deal because sometimes it's more expensive to convert these buildings. Oftentimes it's cheaper to just demo the building and build something brand new. There's a lot of amazing projects going on in New York City right now. The largest office building to residential conversion in the history of not only New York City, but in the entire United States of America is going on right now, right next to the Chrysler building. And yes, it is the old headquarters of Pfizer. So Pfizer has now moved to the Hudson Yards, and their old headquarters on 42nd Street, just to the east of the Chrysler building, is going to be converted into residential rentals, with the vast majority of them being affordable housing. Okay, once we cross southbound, I'd say roughly 50th Street, that's when the crowds are really going to start to pick up. It might be difficult to walk. Hey, Optimus, Happy New Year. KDW, Happy New Year to you. Middle-aged grinds, as I really like to do Sutton Place videos. I have a few really interesting Sutton Place videos coming out, but I want to wait until the spring to film them. And that's because I'm going to take you guys into one of the most famous buildings in Sutton Place, which is 1 Sutton Place South. That's one of the original Rosario Candela buildings. For those of you who don't know, Rosario Candela was one of the greatest architects ever during the Roaring 20s. But in any event, what you're looking at right now is the Neil Simon Theater. This is where they have MJ the Musical. I actually went to see this year. It's fantastic. Highly recommend it.
Happy New Year, Jesus love. Happy New Year, Jesus love. Happy New Year, Jesus love.
All right, we'll continue to walk down. Hey, Tammy.
I tried.
Says, wishing everybody a Happy New Year. Thank you. Hey, Carla, says, hope you had a wonderful dinner tonight. I did. I went to this Japanese restaurant on 53rd Street. You know, it's actually across the street from this store called Chase the Fox, which is a very unique New York City gift shop that's owned by one of our viewers here. And the Japanese restaurant's right across the street from that Chase the Fox on 53rd. It's pretty good. It was really, really good. It's like this izakaya yakitori place. It was really crowded, as you can imagine, but oh, these guys have the Planet Fitness hats. You know, even though I haven't been in the physical confinements of Times Square, I always have managed to get a Planet Fitness hat after the ball drop. And that's because people drop them and I just pick it up and save them as like a souvenir, so to speak. Anyway, this is 51st Street, everybody. Melissa 2087 says I'm going to see MJ the Musical in 2 weeks. You're going to love it. I loved it. That's one of the things I want to do more in 2026 is take advantage of the city in terms of what it has to offer, the sporting events, the shows, Broadway. This year I got to see Aladdin. I got to see MJ the Musical. What else did I see? Oh, I also saw Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia is, I think that was the best show I've seen this year. It was unbelievable. The cast just blew me away. So talented, so talented. Hey, Benzita Lopez, Happy New Year to you. Hope you and your family are doing well and welcome to New York City. Oh man, that wind is just cutting up 8th Avenue though. Here comes the snow again. Professor Dario, are you going to see any Broadway shows when you come here? David says, just watch The Great Gatsby myself. I'll keep Mamma Mia in mind for next time. Yeah, you know, I'll have to go check out The Great Gatsby. This is now 50th Street. I'm debating on which way I should go. I believe it'll probably be busier, or excuse me, windier, I should say, on this side of the street. Oh look, we got the FDNY ambulance coming through. Got to make a hole. Wow, it's really snowing now. Okay, let's check out the Port Authority. Let's go down to 42nd Street, everyone. Oops, got another emergency vehicle coming through. This one looks to be an undercover police car. But if you guys are enjoying the live stream so far tonight, feel free to click the subscribe button and leave a like on the video. Try to protect you guys from the wind. This is the Worldwide Plaza. We also have the office of Numura here. Numura is a Japanese bank. Hey, D is here. Good to see you, D. Good to see you, Gerald Lopez. And Cop is here. I wonder what these things are, guys. What are these? These red beams up here. Are they like firecrackers or something? Noisemakers? Or maybe they're those things that you twist and all the confetti comes out, something like that. Okay, this is 49th Street. This was where they had the entrance to the Marriott Marquis Hotel. Let's see how crowded it is on the side streets. Hey, 10 Red Bluff, thank you so much for your $5 donation. Thanks again for the great work, Tom, and again, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for your kindness. Oh yeah, it's crowded. Look at this. I'll try to get you guys up and over. All right, let me know what you guys see up there. I'm going to try to get you as high as I can.
What do you want to know right now?
What are we looking like, guys? Hey, the Papa Smurf OG, what's up? Good to see the FDNY in the chat. Okay, that's enough crowd. Let's see how we look down this way.
Run the ball drop, it's over there.
It is cold. It is much different from last year, everyone. Hello. And I think the reason for that is because of all the security protocols. Hey, Italian Ice 678. Thank you so much for your generous $20 donations. Let's get those steps in. We're definitely banging out the miles tonight. I mean, we did a live stream earlier in the day, and then I filmed a short video earlier, so who knows, maybe we'll end the day north of 25,000 steps. You never know. But thank you for your support, and wishing you and your family a Happy New Year. Okay, here we go with the crowds. This is now the corner of 48th Street. We're right next to the FDNY Firehouse. I mean, they do a really good job with the security protocol because, I mean, it's impossible. Like, if anybody wanted to try to take a car through here, it's just impossible. I mean, there's sanitation vehicles, everything. So they do a really, really good job with the planning. So you got to give it to the NYPD. They have multiple layers of security here, which is great. Hey, T. David Purcell, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you're doing well. Sabrina Fair, Happy New Year to you and your family. Oh wow, someone's saying the FDNY vehicle we passed had some sort of a rare light bar on it. We've been seeing a lot of rare FDNY and NYPD vehicles tonight. That's one of the things I like about New Year's Eve is, you know, it's all hands on deck. So you're able to see some pretty cool stuff. Let's see if we see one of those NYPD SWAT cars again, one of the ESU emergency service units. But this is Engine 54, Ladder 4, Battalion 9. Oh guys, look at this. Look at all these people coming out here for something, I don't know.
Yeah. PD basically made us move on.
And it's still snowing out, flurrying. I wonder what this is. Anybody have any idea? There's this big crowd of people here. Maybe they've paid some amount to get access to the thing? It appears like they're coming from a hotel. And they're going down here. Oh, it says guest check-in. We'll follow right, we'll tuck in behind these guys and girls once they've exited. And we'll see where they go. That's a lot of people. Hey, Abdullah, what's going on? A lot of us is probably to be checked against the list. Yeah, most likely. Right, if we're all really quiet, we walk single file, I think we'll be able to blend in. There's about 3,000 of us, so. Act normal, and then we'll be able to blend in.
Come on, LA!
What street you on? I got a mall here. 50? You going to
This is crazy. It's so fun. See, this is why I kind of like walking around the outskirts of Times Square as opposed to being in Times Square. I like watching all the chaos unfold. All right, this is now 47th Street. Checkpoints. Lots of petty cats, right? Guys, look at this crowd. I'm gonna try to get you guys above the crowd.
It's fun in the front.
guy from Hurley's this way.
I honestly don't know how I'll get through here. We'll give it our best college try. Oh yeah, you really got to watch out for these things. They stick out so you don't trip. That lady almost tripped, unfortunately. All right, let's see here. Let's wait for one more wave of people to go through, and then we'll hammer blast our way through here. This sign says ticket holders enter here. Guys, check this out. This is crazy. This guy's taking his little kid in a stroller through this. That's crazy. I would never do that. Too much anxiety to take my baby through this crowd in a stroller. All right, let's make a dash for it, everyone. Everyone single file, hands in pockets. Let's see what these signs say here.
He said the one place that knows so the thing that's crazy
Amazon? All right. Coming up on New York City's Restaurant Row now. This is 46th Street.
It's 12 blocks from here. 12 blocks straight up and down. 59th Street, 60th Street.
So, I do want to cross the street on 46th Street because I want to point out an interesting building to everybody since we have a lot of new people. This is probably one of the most unique New York City real estate developments of the year. Maybe even of this decade, and I'll explain why. Ooh, I don't think we'll be able to go. You can see the NYPD is not allowing anybody to cross the street here. Let's see what happens. Let's wait this out. Maybe we'll be able to dart across.
Thank you. Good job.
I guess I could explain it from here. So right on the corner of 46th Street and 8th Avenue is going to be this building that's developed by Extel. So the same Extel that built 157 and Central Park Tower is developing this building that's going to have a drop ride attraction on the roof. So it's going to have a hotel component. I believe it's going to have a condominium component. And then at the very top, it's going to have a drop ride attraction, kind of like Las Vegas. And it's been pretty controversial because a lot of people said that they don't want something kind of, Las Vegas-y in New York City. If you want to look at some of the renderings online, you can just Google the Torch NYC, and you'll be able to see the renderings. I think we got to make a move here. Those are undercover police officers. There's probably a lot of plainclothes officers mixed in with the crowd, which is good. We got to make a hole here. Looks like somebody important. Ibrahim is on. Did I see the new JP Morgan Chase Tower? Yeah. 270 Park Avenue is one of the best Class A office towers in the city. But the good news is we're going to have a lot more. Citadel Securities. So Citadel, the hedge fund and the market maker, is set to construct 350 Park Avenue, which is going to be taller than 270 Park. It's going to be 1,350 feet tall. So Ken Griffin is going to have two super tall towers, one in New York City and one in South Florida on Brickell Avenue in Miami. Guys, look at this bar here. This is one of two holdout buildings. So Extel accumulated all of this land. But they weren't able to buy out these two buildings. See, the NYPD has made it almost impossible to cross the street. I'm glad we stayed on this side, because if I went over there, we wouldn't be able to see any of this. So we'll try to go down to 37th Street, and then we'll at least attempt to make our way over to the east side, or at least further east. Here you can see a lot of the theaters. This is actually a pretty cool shot, looking into Times Square. Hey, I see Brad's brain is here. What's up, Brad? Good to see you. Wishing you and your family a happy new year. We're just out here braving the storm. It's actually snowing out, according to Solo 401 in the chat. This is the first time since 2009 it's been snowing on New Year's Eve. This is the Row Hotel. Where we're headed is the Port Authority bus terminal on 42nd Street. It's starting to get cold again. Maybe that's just because we're not moving as fast as we were. This is now 44th Street and 8th. This looks like another pretty big crowd. And for the third year in a row, the S&P 500 closed with double-digit gains. think this is as far as we could go. It looks like there's some sort of open streets here, and everybody's kind of just corralled in here. Huh. We'll figure this out. Hey, Mohammed, what's going on? Happy New Year to you. Thanks so much for being here.
You see this.
All right, let's see how we can, because I really want to get down. Okay, maybe I'll be able to sneak through this way. In the meantime, let's check out what this guy has cooking up. Hey, Room C, have a good night. Wishing you a Happy New Year. Dr. Longest, Happy New Year. David. It's like I'm already on my third cup of tea tonight. I could really hammer a cup of coffee right now or something. These card guys must do pretty good, right? Oh, check this out. We see a NYPD helicopter. He's about to come around right now. There he is. Wow. All right, let's head down. At least attempt to. Wow, this Shake Shack is actually open. That's surprising. There's probably a crazy long line here. This is the main Shake Shack on 8th Avenue, just north of the Port Authority. Yeah, it's packed. They're probably raking it in tonight. See the New York Times building. Two more blocks. No, actually one more block. This is 43rd Street. Hopefully they'll let us cross over. Hey, Nate Miller. Happy New Year's. Good to see you, Nate.
He's at 42nd.
Comes aside. What's next?
Wow, look at all the garbage piled up. And I think there's going to be even more garbage later. Guys, look at this. It's really just because there's nowhere else to put it. Like, where else are they going to put it? Let's just make one more loop around here. Oh, wait, no. Hopefully I can get my Planet Fitness hat this year. We'll see. Hey, Andy, good to see you. Welcome from South Korea. It's already New Year's. It's been New Year's for a long time in Korea. Sophie, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Since we have about 4,000 of you in the audience, feel free to type in the chat where you're watching from. I think it'll be interesting to see where everybody is watching from around the country, around the world. I really, really hope I'm able to get south of this location. We'll see. I don't think we will, though. See Las Vegas, Nevada, Orlando, Florida. Oh man, we can't.
Take a selfie, make a memory. Tell your friends you wasn't.
So last year we were able to walk past here.
Vamos a la mitad, ¿no?
Let's head back the other way. Let's try to cross and then go down, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to do that. I know Red used to say you can't cross the street. Last year we were able to. Last year we were able to do the big loop. I would start at 57th Street and loop all the way back around. We'll try to go back up and cross this way. Melanie in South Carolina, good to see you. All right, let me try to go up to, we'll go up 2 more blocks and then we'll cross over by the torch, because I think that's where we crossed over last time. I can't remember, there's too many people. I forgot where I crossed the street. I think it was on 47th Street, so let's go back there. That's a bummer. But I mean, I definitely understand why they did that this year. Definitely more security. However, last year we were able to make the big loop around. You know, since we're here, let's take a little bit of a break and I'll plug in my phone. So allow me a few moments.
Мороз принесет.
Oops.
Комнатки, дома ты мне не сказал, придем, чтобы был накрывать. Так не сказал?
Hold on 1 second.
На твоей. Ты не сказал так? А? Ты не забрал, да, что? Забрал?
Alright, sorry about that. Ooh, this guy just crushed that cone. I just want to make sure I don't drop my keys. All right, how are we looking, everybody? Hopefully not too much motion sickness, right? I know Veritas is a misspelled swear in your title. I did that on purpose. Believe it or not, it actually helps people find the stream a little bit better. It's like an SEO hack. I know, someone says according to Google Maps you have to go to 36th Street to cross. So yeah, that's usually what it is every year, but I think they put a blockade at 42nd Street. Like you can see here, I believe that's why I had to cross over. Hey, SME Media, what's going on? Yeah, so I was gonna come here and go down, but unfortunately, they're not letting anybody through this way. Oh no, it looks like they're letting some people through. All right, let's get in the mix, guys. Because it's a really, really fun area down in the 30s. That's where we always go every year. There's a lot of good energy down there. Hopefully I can make it in this crowd. Excuse me, sorry. Ooh, let's get in. Everybody's single file.
Wait, everybody stop! Wait, I'm putting it down.
I think she got hurt by
So the shit is stuck in the fucking crack of the fucking sheet.
Act natural. So I believe we've solved that problem. I think we're going to be able to go past 42nd Street, hopefully. Who knows? Or maybe this is another roadblock here. Oops. Hey, what's up, Sue? Good to see you. I just need to get past 42nd Street. What do you guys think? What's the over-under that we get past 42nd Street? Hey, Evan Weeks. Good to see you. Wishing you and your family a happy new year. Thanks for joining us on this chaotic night in New York. So guys, this is where we were. We were stuck in this crowd right here. I think we're smooth sailing. So this is 42nd Street. This is Times Square. Guys, look at how crowded it is on the other side. Let me just make sure I secure my spot south of 42nd Street first. This is it. This is right in the middle of the mix here.
Okay. It's nice right in the end. New York sucks. Yeah, New York sucks though. You can't run.
Alright, come on. I want to go get closer. I have to try to get closer.
I'm not telling you that.
You can see a little bit of one Times Square here.
Ay, que yo creo que será bola de arriba.
Look at the crowds across the street. But these crowds, you can't even really see anything here. So that's why I didn't want to get stuck on that side. Let's continue down. And, oh, it looks like somebody got arrested here. Yikes, that's not good. Or maybe it is good for us, depending on what he did or didn't do. I don't know. I think I might be stuck in this little area though. Yeah, I think I am. I don't even know how I ended up here. It's just like me here. It's wild. It's all this crowd and me. All right, let's take a vote on what we should do. Should we chill here on 42nd Street, or should we somehow make our way down and catch the ball drop on like 43rd Street? See, once we just make it south of here, we're smooth sailing. I'm not gonna lie though, it's kind of peaceful just taking a little break here. Yeah, Mozart Muse, we got an hour. So let's do this. I'll give you guys one more look at 42nd Street Times Square. And then once all of that crowd sorts out, we'll make a mad dash for 43rd Street. Because 43rd Street is where we watch the ball drop every year. But I'll let things kind of cool down over there for a moment.
It's my first time down here.
It just seems like it's a little crazy there. Hey, Livy Alex is here. Happy New Year to you. Says, am I going to stream the ball drop? Yeah, we'll definitely get as close as we can for sure. We'll definitely get as close as we can. We'll start to make our way down in the 30s. But for now, we'll kind of hang out. We'll have a good time. We'll look at the crowds. I'll give you guys one more look of Times Square just so you can see what it's like. But here's Times Square in there. Hey, Chris B, what's going on? Good to see you, Chris. Good to see you, Julia. So technically, you guys can see one Times Square from here. Guys, check this out. You can see the ball right here. Let me know if you guys can see that. Right centered in the middle of the screen. That is the ball on one Times Square. I mean, guys, honestly, right here, to watch the ball drop with all the fireworks and confetti.
Did you guys see any apprehension? Did you guys see any apprehension? No, I just got here.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
No one saw anything.
Anyway, but yeah, you could see a little bit of the ball drop right here. I mean, what do you guys think? Because you can see the ball right here. This is as much as I could zoom in, but that's the ball. Yeah, and you know, it's not like I mean, if you guys remember correctly, last year, I mean, I was getting slammed like sardines on 38th Street. So if we could be on 42nd Street and get a picture-perfect shot at the ball and the confetti coming down, I don't know. I'm tempted to kind of stay here, to be honest. Just because last year I was hurting last year. It was nuts. Me media, that's true. It does seem like the internet's a bit here. Yeah, Cosmo says we have about 50 minutes to decide. I mean, it's not a bad spot, I'm not gonna lie. Let me zoom in one more time on the ball just so you guys can see. Because where we were before, you can't really see any of the ball. At least here, we can see a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to be quite honest with you. Because as of now, I'm pretty packed in here. Let me unplug the camera for a moment. The thing is just going to be the mad dash getting out of here. Giga 2030. Since you're saying stay put, I might stay put here. Literally, I'm standing right at the gate, so we can't get more front row than this, to be honest. Yeah, so I think I'll come back to this spot.
Here. You guys gotta keep moving down.
Oh,
You guys gotta keep moving down.
looks like we can't stay here.
Please.
Well, looks like we gotta make a move. Excuse me, guys.
Porque there's coffee.
Well, looks like we'll be back to our old stomping grounds of last year. On the bright side, at least you guys will get to experience what it looks like in the 30s down there. Oh gosh. Well, this is 41st Street, and this building that we're looking at right now is the New York Times building. So I think the NYPD is going to let all these people out our way, and then they'll open the gates for us to let us out, and then we'll continue to head southbound. Hey, old car guy, good to see you. Hopefully you're well. This is looking right at the Port Authority bus terminal right here. I just know where these police officers want us to go. You know what I mean? Because the cops tell us to go down here, but then there's nothing here. Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps we've reached an impasse here, chat. Hey, Kathleen.
Exit only, okay? Unless you have reservations, the checkpoint is on that side. This is an exit only. The line is here.
Oh gosh, look at this.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So what? We gotta go up to what? We gotta go back down to what? 34?
Wait, almost through. Well, at least we made it where we wanted to make it. All right, let's do a little bit of a detour here. Whew, wow, that was quite the trip. That's definitely a lot of people, guys. That was wild. The good news is we can now go down to 37th Street or 36th Street and we'll cross over. And that'll take us to where we were last time. And I believe we still have some time before the ball drops, right? I kind of like how they make it like this open streets. Wow, look at all the pizza here. This is the dollar slice pizza place. I think I gotta plug in the phone again. Hey Jaddelson, Happy New Year to you. Let's see. We got a little bit of a charge going on. Whew, definitely feels good to be out of that crowd, guys, not gonna lie. For a second I thought that police officer was gassing a beer on that. Oh my God, look at all these Santa Claus rickshaw guys. This is where we were last time. So we usually sit out right in this corner of Broadway. Guys, this is where they let you go across town. Now, a few years ago, we used to be able to hang out right at the corner of 42nd Street and 6th Avenue. But now that's just too crowded. I mean, Midtown Manhattan during New Year's Eve really is a sensory overload, though. You have to admit. Man, look at all these. So many of these carts. Crazy. I've never seen this many. I think this is a record this year. These cart guys, gosh. I know, someone says, why would you bring your dog out with all these people? Well, earlier tonight, I was seeing people bringing their little kids out in strollers, like infant babies. That's wild. That's crazy to do that. But all right, everyone, we're almost there. This is where we watched it last time. I'm not sure if you guys remember. Wesley's Happy New Year. Does it seem as crowded as last year? I would say yes. Jesus Christ. I would say yes, but the NYPD has done a pretty good job compartmentalizing everything, I'd say. Like, there's a lot more road closures this year, I would say, than in years past. Ethan Rivera, good to see you. Happy New Year. Yeah, this is where we stood last year, everyone. You guys remember? Hey, Club Beats, thank you so much for your $5 donation. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to you and your family. How many more minutes we got until the ball drop here? Maybe 30? It's definitely filling up a lot more earlier, because we used to be able just to walk right through. Yeah, this used to be my spot last year, but it's almost impossible to move now.
Let me just go this circle, son.
I think I might bail on these guys. I think it's too crowded. I think it may get dangerous.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
How many more minutes we have until the ball drop? Jesus, that girl is tall. Look at it. Oh my gosh, this is definitely the craziest I've ever seen it.
No.
Sorry guys, sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe I'll head out with these guys. I think I'm gonna head out with these guys.
I have no clue.
I'm gonna try to bail. I'm gonna try to bail on this.
Makita niya pa sila na yan. Nay! Ayun, Nay, hindi mo rin ito alam.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can get out.
Desesperante. Ah, sí. No, que hay un momento desesperante. Con toda esa gente chocando de todos lados. Y la gente que no me empuje y que tienen que moverte, que no puedo respirar.
No más. No había hecho todavía nada y ya me voy a
Oh man. Booyah. So we'll have to go a little bit further south because there's still 30 minutes before New Year's and it is so packed in there. Usually in all the years I've been coming, it's not that packed.
Bing, bang. Soon rolled up in your front yard. Huh?
I think we're out of the mix now. That was wild
I
though.
don't even know where I'm going.
You know, to be honest, I think it's gonna get dangerous in there, unfortunately. I was even getting crushed. Maybe we'll hang out back here. But I'm definitely not gonna be going up there. But from here, we'll have an even better view. I mean, you guys can see the ball right in front of us, right here. So maybe we'll just hang out here. So usually I'm standing right here, if you guys remember from years past, but usually I don't bail on things like that, but that was like very, very dangerous. Like no joke, not gonna lie. That was, I think it's gonna get borderline dangerous in there. Hey Vanessa, thank you so much for your very generous $20 donation. Happy New Year to you as well. I think this is going to be a good spot to check it out on 7th Avenue. At least we can see a little bit further up. Oh my gosh, this guy just left his little kid in the car. 2 of them. That's wild. I would never do that.
Damn.
Hey, NBA Elias, good to see you. Thank you so much. You should do the same. see if we can walk a little bit further downtown. Okay, how's the internet now? I've just at least attempted to reset it. Hey Paula, good to see you. Thanks so much. Okay, it's better? Good. Yeah, so we'll quickly pop down to 34th Street, and then we'll walk up 7th Avenue right when the ball's supposed to drop. And we'll have a pretty good view. But man, oh man, that was too crowded. That was borderline not good. You'll be able to see the main entrance to 34th Street, Penn Station here. Had to dodge that pit bull. I don't know why anybody would bring their pit bull into the mix on New Year's Eve here. Yeah, beer 505s, maybe afterwards get some coffee. Definitely we'll have to. This is now 36th Street. We got about 10 more minutes. What time is it in the chat? Maybe we could put the time, because I'll quickly make a loop around and head northbound. Back up 7th, and maybe we'll secure a spot there. So we got 20 minutes? Okay, we got some time though. We have a bit of time. Maybe we'll cross here. See, from here, we're looking directly at Times Square. And you're looking directly at one Times Square from here, too. Oh, that's right. Apparently Diana Ross is performing tonight. That's incredible. At 81 years old. Wow. This is now West 36th Street. Hey, Ruby Falcone, it's good to see you as always. Hope you and your family are well. Thank you so much for your very kind $10 donation. This is wishing Tom and Walks on Wall Street family a blessed 2026. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. It's kind of hard to believe that back in the day, they didn't really have any boundaries for New Year's Eve. People were just able to mosey pretty much wherever they wanted. Now there's significant crowd control. Valerie's life was normal back then. I really wonder what that must be like. Just to be able to not have all these different security parameters. It's like a big security apparatus. I mean, if I can pull right up to the side of here and get you guys a nice zoom up view on the ball, I think that's going to be amazing. Hey, Jan Bass, thank you so much for your generous $10 donation. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, if I can stand right here, I can literally zoom right up on the ball for all of you. Assuming the internet holds out, I think that's the biggest factor. I appreciate everybody's support this year. 2025 was a really, really good year, and I think 2026 is going to be even better. I know Ibrahim Azam, I hope the internet doesn't lag during the ball drop. It usually does lag every year. I mean, I'm surprised how well the internet is holding up right now, because there are thousands of people here. All right, everybody, we're now on the corner of West 38th Street and 7th Avenue. If you guys are enjoying the stream tonight, feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video. My phone's telling me we have some weak internet connection. Let me see if I can try to reset the internet here. Okay, what about now? I just briefly... I just think if I move up any further, the internet may go out entirely. Or it might have already went out. I can't see the chat. good now. Hey, Dave, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So my phone's internet connection's going crazy. So maybe I'll have to hang back here a little bit. But Dave, thank you so much for your $5 donation. I appreciate it. I believe as everybody's moving uptown, right? So everybody's coming uptown from 34th Street to see the ball drop in 10 minutes. So that's really clogging up the internet connection. So I think I'll just probably hang out here because I'm not able to move any more up because the internet will just go out. I mean, from here, you guys will be able to see the fireworks pretty well. Gene 3659. Good to see you. Yeah, once you cross really after this block, the network congestion is just too crazy. So for those of you who don't know, there's really going to be two celebrations this year. There's not going to be a second ball drop, but there's going to be one ball drop at midnight, and then there's going to be about 2,000 individual pieces of confetti to celebrate 250 years of America. Hey, Knicks fan, thank you so much. July 4th, 2026. Yeah, guys, look at all the people coming up from the 30s. How many more minutes do we have, everyone? Maybe 10? Nine minutes, wow. Happy New Year, everybody. I really think 2026 is going to be an unbelievable year. 2025 was a wild one. What a good one. And I think we're going to have another wild and good one. $43.67. Thank you so much for your $5 donation. Happy New Year to you as well. All right, I'll try to walk up a little bit further for everybody, but once we start to buffer, I'll try to retreat back. Hey, Yo Flan, thank you so much for your $5 donations. It's always a pleasure following your walks. Have a blessed New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Thanks so much for the support over the years. I really do appreciate it. Bling by Jessica, thank you for your $10 donation. Thanks for the support. Wishing you and your family a wonderful new year. Guys, we're actually gonna probably have a better view than last year, to be honest. We're gonna be able to see the fireworks blowing off right. Carla. All right, we got about 9 minutes, and you can start to see everybody coming up, trying to get as close as they can. I can only imagine how crowded it is up there by 40th Street where we were last time. I'm definitely going to be relying on the chat for the countdown. I think I'm going to have to move even further back because the internet is buffering again.
So you want to pump?
6 minutes. I have to move back one more. Hey David, thank you so much for your $5 donation. Thank you. Appreciate the support. 6 minutes left until 2026. SME Media, thank you so much. Mohammed, Greek Rams, TD, all of our moderators. Thank you for all the help this year. B Cruz, aka Johnson, or aka Johnny. Laced Mushroom, appreciate it. Cynthia, Moonlight, Adventure. Let me know how the internet is, because my phone is saying the internet's not good right now. But I can still see the chat. NBA Elias, Western Mass, Dave, wishing you a very happy new year. It's been an awesome year. I'm excited for 2026. Hey, Mozart Muse, thank you so much. 6938, thank you for your $5 donation, appreciate it. Thanks for your support. And Solo 401, I appreciate you as well. Wishing you and your family the best. Once we got about a minute left, I'm going to try to zoom right up on the building here, One Times Square. And you guys should be able to see some of the fireworks going off. All right, 4 minutes. Maybe I'll stand centrally in the street so we can see everything from both angles. Oh wow, look at this guy. Almost broke his... All right, 3 minutes. This is exciting. Well, I appreciate everybody who's joined the live stream today. Also also appreciate everybody who supported the channel throughout the year. It's been a really, really good year, guys. It really, really has, and I appreciate it very much. And the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. 7748, thank you so much for your $5 donation. Happy New Year to you. Moonlight, Happy New Year to you. Smee Media, John Burns, Sally, thank you. Tatted T. How many more minutes we got? We got about 2 minutes probably, right? All right. Two minutes to go. Man, the crowds are extremely thick up there. Professor Dario, thank you. 2 minutes, all right. Hey, SoCal Lawrence, Happy New Year. Oh, there you can see some of the fireworks going off. Or at least a fraction of it. I think that means we got 1 more minute. All right, there we go. Let me go over to this side so we can see the fireworks a bit better, guys. Wow, all right. Happy New Year, everybody. I think we got 1 more minute. And this is actually a good spot. We're getting pretty good fireworks action here. Wow. Woohoo! Happy New Year. Whoa, cool. That's so sick. Oh, they're actually lighting off a lot of fireworks in Times Square right now. That's a lot of fireworks they're lighting up. Wow, that's crazy. Happy New Year, everybody. Gosh, that's so much confetti. I can see it in the distance. Fireworks are still going off. nice shot up there. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Crazy crowds. Man, those fireworks are insane. I think they're coming from Central Park. Look at that. This is a really nice firework display, everyone. But I think I'm gonna wow. More fireworks are going off at the top. So cool. I didn't know it was going to be this many fireworks. We're headed downtown. All right, everyone, I think I'm gonna call it here, because I do have to get home. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Wish you all a wonderful, happy new year. Thanks for everything this year, and we're signing off until next year. So SME Media, thank you so much. Check the Logic. Deborah, Tatted T, all of our moderators, Bree Grams. Thanks for another great year. Madison 32, thank you so much. Anybody who I missed. Western Mass Dave, Professor Dario. Appreciate everybody, but it is time for me to go home. Wish you all peace and happiness in the new year, and hopefully everybody takes the time now to get warm. Take care, everybody.